Hello and welcome back to our business tips. Glad to be with you. Michael Lapid here talking to you about some COVID-19 financial relief changes and updates and new things that have happened. And one of them is the Regional Relief and Recovery Fund, the RRF. We've been talking about that, but there's also a community futures streams that we're going to talk about in this video and the next video. A completely different program focused on rural businesses, okay? This is also through the Western Economic Diversification Group, okay, in Canada, and they're collaborating with the Community Futures Pan West. So this is for rural business, is in the western 4 provinces of the country, and this is for requesting of $40,000 or less, okay? And remember, when we say rural, it's the opposite of metropolitan. You're in the city, this is not what you apply for. This is for rural businesses, okay? Now, as part of the financing terms, okay, and the CB is very similar, rural businesses can choose which program to apply. So if you go for the CBA, you can't also go for the RRF, this one here, okay? You got to choose one or the other. You can't go for both. You need to make sure you choose one or the other. And they're both very similar in nature. That's the good thing. They're both similar the way they have 25% forgiven, interest-free, and so forth. Now, this is for small to medium-sized enterprises. They call them SMEs, which is really small to medium-sized business in non-metropolitan areas and areas that are served by community futures organizations in Western Canada. The SMEs must attest, small business, small, medium-sized business, must attest they have not received other similar support. So again, if you got C, but you're not getting this as well, you got to say, hey, I didn't get anything else. I'm attesting to that here. The business must have been viable and experiencing no liquidity issues as of March 1st. So it has to be a viable business, not going through its own problems before COVID hit. And the small business must have experienced a material adverse effect from COVID-19 on their business operations, okay? The business also must have established before March 1st, so it's not for new business that are established during COVID. And it can be a sole proprietorship, a partnership, a corporation, and a social enterprise, or any type of other similar organizations. We'll talk a little more in the next video about what it covered, what's it used for, and some of the details. If you got questions, we'd love to hear from you. Post in the comments below. Thanks for being a part of KD's Business Tips, and we'll see you in the next video.